I was in the building because I was driving a friend. I was worried for her safety. I pray for her to be all right.
Spend all your time waiting.
The victims were in airplanes,
for that second chance.
were in their offices.
Break that would make it okay.
Moms and dads, friends and neighbors.
Always some reason.
I could feel it.
Terror, disbelief,
Feel not good enough.
terrible sadness,
And it's hard at the end of
and a quiet, unyielding anger.
need some distraction.
We must be strong.
Oh, beautiful relief.
I heard a collective scream.
Memories seep from my
The shriek lasted for quite a long time.
and this sweet madness.
What is going on?
All this glorious sadness.
Looks like 6, 7 floors were taken out. And there's more right now. Hold on, switch to the right.
Hold on just a moment. We got an explosion inside.
Our enemies have found our Achilles heel.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
Pray for the victims. Pray for the missing
From this dark, cold hotel.
and the loved ones holding vigil.
September 11th, I'll never forget it. I was actually on a building on a photo shoot, and I photographed every second event after the initial attack. And I'll never forget looking through someone's binoculars and seeing bodies kind of raining down.
The newscasters talked like human beings. They didn't talk with that news cadence. They were on the streets and they were just as freaked out and upset as everybody else. And I'd never seen anything like that on television. They weren't in their TV mode, and there was also no commercials on for 2 or 3 days. It was actually some form of respect for what had happened.
My brother was supposed to work there actually, and they told him not to come in.
Well, I came 2 days later, and I saw people walking around with masks on their face. I saw billboards all over with people put posters up of missing people. National Guard troops were in their vehicles because there's an armory around the corner from us, and it looked like a disaster zone.
Today we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes
Gotta live free fear, man, free spirit.
Trade Center.
Don't worry about nothing. Getting suffering, getting stuck, caught up, man. That's the worst, living in fear. We got our guards up more, sometimes more than necessary, but still, we got our guards up now more. Hopefully we'll be ready for something if it happens again.
I mean, I'm worried about what will happen. And I believe that we're one terrorist attack away from that happening. I mean, I believe we will have like a major terrorist attack either this year or next year or early next 2012.
What's next? I'll tell you what's next. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna go nuts. They want to build a mosque at Ground Zero. 2 blocks from Ground Zero, they want to build a mosque. Are you freaking kidding me? I mean, this is like building a freaking statue of Hitler in the middle of Auschwitz. It's like building a statue of George W. Bush in Iraq. You think the Iraqi people would get up and cheer? No, they'd go nuts. But a freaking mosque at Ground Zero, that's no problem. This is like building a Benihana at freaking Pearl Harbor 2 years after the Japs bombed the heaven. You think your grandparents would have showed up in Hawaiian shirts and a fistful of money ready to buy sushi? No, they would have gone nuts. I mean, I understand freaking tolerance. I get tolerant, people, but now we're just bending over. They're gonna build a mosque in Ground Zero? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
Have been doing a heroic job in terms of responding to the patients.
I don't want the mosque here.
Why don't you want the mosque?
Why? Because I don't want to go through the Constitution. I know what the Constitution says, but they are spitting in our face, the mosque people.
Here is not religious freedom. The issue is it's holy, sacred ground. And what's most interesting is how they can't understand that.
They're putting a flag on the victory. This is not about peaceful Islamic people. This is about extremist groups that are going to be here.
I personally hope that, in fact, the building of this community center would actually be a way
to bridge those of different religions, different cultures, different backgrounds, and so that they can see what really Islam is versus those that took our religion on 9/11 and said that it was this.
This is not about a mosque. It is about a cultural center where people of all faiths can go, study, talk, talk about their cultural differences.
We're not trying to denigrate the memories of those persons that were lost in that tragic incident 9 years ago. However, we do have the right to pray, to worship, to live.
It's a spit in our face. Go build it uptown somewhere. Don't put it here. Of all places, don't put it here. Why do they want to put it here? I think it's just a spit in our face. I think they're laughing at us. I think Al-Qaeda's laughing at us.
The resolve of our great nation is being tested. But make no mistake, we will show the world that we will pass this test. May God bless the victims, their families, and America.